Back on another episode today. We got a new table. Let me know what you think. Solid piece of maple. I think it looks phenomenal. It is completely naked right now. If you have any ideas, let me know. I could customize it. If anybody has any stickers that you want to send out, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll let you know where you could send them, and we'll just stick them to the table, and we're kind of make this our shop from now on. It's not always going to be here, like if we step outside, obviously, but when we do a lot of inside teching videos, this is ideally what we'll be working on, and I'm really excited about that because it's a lot larger than what I was originally working on, so I can get these wider angles. It's a lighter background, so you should be able to see some of the darker parts, obviously, on the floor, and they won't blend into the background as much, so it should look better, especially when we do like some zoomed in shots. For now, with the lighting, it's a little meh. I'm going to try and get something that's shadowless soon. I'm going to get like a light box so I can obviously project it over here and avoid some shadows. Things will be a lot brighter, but I don't have that set up yet, so work with me. We are back with another upgrade video on the Army AAC-C1. They're having a blast with this thing. On the last few episodes, we tested out the new upgraded CO2 canisters, or like cartridges, I guess. We upgraded to this like M4 style charging handle, which is super cool. And then we even threw on the thickened butt pads, so it's a little more comfortable on the shoulder. And today, well, if we're using this guy on CO2 or gas, we're going to need to hold a decent bit of these on our person. And while these will probably fit in like an elastic shotgun shell holster, Action Army was kind enough to send out the cartridge shelf, which should allow us to store at least one more, not on our person, but on our replica. And I'll kind of show you where we're going to stick this. If I'm looking at it correctly, there actually may be a couple locations we can stick it, but we're gonna see. This is just another upgrade, and again, I love the customizability of the Action Army Athena. It really is cool so far. So this is the entire part. It is just made of plastic, so we're gonna have to be super careful with it. I don't think it's like weak plastic per se. It feels like rock solid. It almost feels like the same plastic that the body is made out of, but again, it's plastic, so just be careful. Don't go like dropping your gun on the ground with this being the side it lands on. And we should be able to just slide these cartridges inside. I'm not sure what direction we have to slide them in. It's got to be this way, right? A little bit of a snug fit, and you can hold your extra cartridges just like that. Now, where do we mount them? Oh, that is tight. That is tight. I assume that's going to wear in over time, but that's good because you don't particularly want it to be loose, right? It's got to be a snug fit because these will just fly out if it's not. I think what this is designed to do is take place of your sling points, your QD mounts. What's crazy is we have one on the right side on the stock and the left side, and then ambidextrous again on the right side and the left side of the front of the handguard. And we should be able to toss it on any of them. I don't really know where I'm going to want it. I almost feel like if we put it up in the front, it's going to be in the way of my hand where I want to hold it. So maybe that's not a great idea. On the stock, this side is going to be closest to the inside of my torso, mounted on my right shoulder. And with that, I feel like we'll probably have the most amount of room because my arm's going to be on the right side, and we don't want it to get caught, like my sleeves to get caught over here and get in the way of me pulling the charging handle. So I think we'll throw it on the back left side of the stock. Yeah, I feel like it'd be so cool if we could mount it right here, but I don't think we can do that. So we're gonna mount it on this side. We'll get the stock on the left side, and we'll pop this guy off. Why don't I bring you guys down? I feel like that's probably a better idea. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Let me get a focus. And we'll just go ahead and pull this guy off. That is on there tight, which is good, obviously. I'd recommend probably sticking a little bit of Loctite on here. Just a short little screw. And then I don't know if there's a easy or a hard way to pop this out, or if it should just come out. That I don't know. It doesn't just go like over top, right? It probably has to take place of the entire thing, would be my guess. Unless it doesn't. No, it's totally got to take place of the entire thing. We just got to figure out how to pop this out. I just came up with a genius idea. What I'm gonna do is I actually have a sling sitting over here on the side. Bango. That's the power move. All right, so we just got this little metal piece. I'm gonna pop that out, and should just be able to use that screw to pop this guy back in. I assume we're gonna want it like that, right? Yeah, we're not gonna want it facing the bag. It's gotta sit this way. And we'll just throw that screw back in place. And then we gotta remember to toss it back in the opposite side. We'll drop this piece back in the opposite side. Okay. All right. With it installed, if you take your extra cartridges, I don't know if can we snap them in? No, we're definitely going to want to slide them in. They just slide right in place. It butts up all the way against that little rear peg, and it sits nice and snug, and that is not coming out unless you rip it. So you don't have to worry about losing that. Now, with it being where it's positioned, I'm really interested to see if it's uncomfortable on the shoulder, because that really is just like up against the chest. Oh heck, you don't even notice that. You don't notice that at all. The thing I did notice while like just moving it around is when you set it on the table, since we have this big, the M4 like charging handle, it sits so much more stable because of this on the ground, as opposed to how it did when it was just this guy. It would flop back and forth. So when you go ahead and set it down, that's a plus. And then again, if you ever just need to, you just got to pop out the next one. Pull it. Flip this guy out. Obviously, that'll go back in your pocket. We just slide this one out the front, drop it in place, and we're ready to go. Not too bad, huh? Again, just pull it back, forward a little bit, and you can even just take it and toss it straight back in where you got it from. Super convenient. Super, super convenient. It's kind of it. It's a faster video today, but, you know, it's a quick little upgrade, and it's something cool. Makes life easier if you're going to run this guy on the CO2 cartridges. You have an extra one on your person. Nice, quick, easy change. You don't have to go into your pocket. And being that last we saw, this guy, it was able to take out an entire mag, so 50 rounds with one CO2 cartridge, which wasn't a problem. If you're playing short, like 15, 20-minute games, you might be just fine housing just 2 on your person. But yeah, thanks Action Army for sending that out. That's definitely a useful upgrade. Makes life a little bit easier. And I guess I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. Remember, stickers or something, or ideas for the table. Peace.